Manx Museum is 100 years old this year. It is home to an extraordinary collection of artefacts and archives that help tell the story of the Isle of Man and its people. To celebrate our centenary, we have curated a special exhibition and podcast, Museum 100, which will feature a kaleidoscope of treasures from our collections.
Hello, I'm Hannah Murphy, and I'm an assistant curator at Manx National Heritage. Today, I'm going to talk about a watercolour painting of the Douglas House of Industry, painted in about 1837. 6 years earlier, a cholera epidemic hit the island, devastating overcrowded areas in Douglas. Campaigners, including Dr. William Carpenter and Nellie Brennan, worked tirelessly to open several charitable institutions, the largest of which was the Douglas House of Industry. The House of Industry was built on the site of an old clay pit, considered to be out in the country in the days when Douglas was much smaller than it is now. Over the years, as the town grew up around it, the tower on top of the house became one of the landmarks of Douglas. The building was designed by architect John Welsh to accommodate up to 100 people. It is now recognised as the Ellen Vannin Home on Kingswood Grove. When it opened, the house was largely in the hands of church trustees, with funding also from voluntary contributions. It was intended for the housing of the aged and destitute poor, orphans and those living with mental illness. Those who were able-bodied were expected to work. Work in the house for women consisted of washing or mangling clothes and teasing hair, which was similar to picking oakum. They would also sew, knit and scour out the rooms of the institution. Men could work in the garden, maintaining the vegetable plot and rearing pigs. For me, this painting is an insight to the days before the welfare state, when charities and friendly societies proliferated all over the island. There were also remarkable individuals who worked tirelessly, both on their own and in groups, to alleviate poverty. Those such as Nellie Brennan and the Dorcas Society, Mark Hillier of Drury Lane in Douglas, who sent broth to her sick and poor neighbours, and Anne McAlavey of New Bond Street, who sold eggs to the boarding houses, and in return took their offerings of food back to her poor neighbours. With the introduction of the Old Age Pension Act in 1908 and the NHS after the Second World War, conditions gradually improved.